Good evening, everybody. Welcome to your Tuesday evening Facebook Live. My name is Sarah Edwards, and I come to you guys live every Tuesday and Thursday to show you a fun new project. So as I was preparing for today's class, or today's card, I, like always, couldn't stop. I really only made two, I promise, but I actually think I'm going to be making a lot more of these. They are so easy and so fun to put together. I can't wait to show you guys. Sorry, I was just making sure we were live on the iPad and it just popped up. So hopefully it's showing up in your guys' news feed. If you're just joining, go ahead and say hello so I know you're here. Good evening, Darlene. So as you can see, it is not an abyss behind me. Let me move over. The garage door is open because it's cool enough to have our swamp cooler on. So the windows are open and the swamp cooler is making it nice and cool in here. So it's pretty nice to not be sweating over here while I do the live. Hello, Susan. Hello, Valerie. Hello, Kelly. So hopefully you guys had a great day. I started my day actually yesterday. I was trying to put a shelf together that I got at IKEA that had finally been delivered and realized I was 2 shelves short on my shelving unit. So I ordered them on IKEA and went to pick them up last night. My husband's like, I don't want you driving at 7 o'clock at night. So I had to get up this morning and go do it. But then when I got into my car to put the top down because it's beautiful, my top broke. So literally my husband and I are trying to finagle to get it to work. And it was just a hot mess of a day. So my car is at the dealership. So I get to drive the lovely minivan for a few days. But hopefully, fingers crossed, that they can fix the top on my car. So that was my day. Hopefully you guys had a great day yourselves. Good evening, Stephanie. So celebration is almost over. I'm so sad, and you only have 1.5 days to get some of the celebration items. So if you haven't gotten what you love, you might want to do it as soon as possible. Otherwise, once it's gone, unfortunately. I'm sure you can find it on eBay, but who wants to pay those prices when you can get it for free and get product with it? So that does end September 30th. So let me point you down just because I want to go over a couple things with you. Sorry, hopefully I don't make you dizzy. I have to bring in my camera. Okay, hopefully we are good. So with the end of celebration is also the end of the free bundle. So if you sign up and it's $99 and you get to pick $125 for free, and you get one of any of these stamp sets that you choose. And I think there's one of them that's almost $75. So you could add that on with your kit as well. That does end on the 30th. And let's see. So let me bring in the catalog to show you guys what we're going to be playing with. So I usually try not to do more than 1 or 2 stamp sets and dies, but I couldn't help myself on this card. I had to bring a couple of them in. So we're going to be playing with this stamp set. We're doing Which Way to the Candy. Did you guys like my Facebook post? You have to tell me which witch you liked, what color witch you liked better. And the spelling, hopefully y'all knew that I do know how to spell it, and I was purposely spelling the flying witch. So we're going to be using this sentiment, and we're using this designer series paper. It's the, let's see, what's the name of it? I totally know it. It's something cute. Oh, Cute Halloween Designer Series paper. That's the paper we're going to be using for the first card. We are making 2, and I'm super excited to show you guys the second one, but I'm not going to show you just yet. We're going to keep something a bit of a surprise. So this is the card that we're going to be making tonight. I fell in love with it, and I started out with just black shoes, black high heel shoes, and then I was like, oh no, we need some glitter. So I pulled out the shoes from the Best Dressed dies. Let me bring those in, and these are the little high heels, and I thought they turned out so cute with it. So this is what I'm going to show you guys how to make. But our second card, I totally want to show you, but I'm not. I'm going to keep it a secret until we're ready for it. Okay, so let me bring in everything we need for this one. So I have a piece of basic black cardstock, and this measures 5.5 by 8.5, and I scored it right in half at 4 1/4. Let's see, who else just logged on? Bev logged on. Hello. I think I said hi, Heather. I don't know if I said hi to you. Well, good evening, ladies. So I'm going to go ahead and just give that a good score. And I have a piece of our basic white, and this is 4 by 5 1/4. I'm just going to go ahead and throw this in the inside just so we don't forget. Hello, Stephanie. Hello, Jessica. Did you guys see the card we're going to be making? Hold on, let me bring it back in. It is so stinking cute, I can hardly control myself. That's the card we're going to be making. And actually, we are using the other Halloween stamp set just for the candies on the bottom, because I thought, which way to the candy? We needed some candies at the bottom. So now we have our card base and then the basic white on the inside. So I'm going to set that aside and bring in our other pieces. So for this card, I am using pumpkin pie, and this measures 4 by 5 1/4. And then I have a piece of our basic white, and everything is 1/4 of an inch smaller. So this is 3 3/4 by 5. And then I have a piece of the celebration paper. It's the penned designer series paper. It's free with the $50 order, but I'm using the black and white striped side, and that measures 4 inches by 3 1/2. And I left a little gap at the bottom so we could put our candies. And then I have a glimmer circle, and I have another smaller circle. And these two little pieces are from the Cute Halloween Designer Series paper. It really doesn't matter the length of them, but you just want them, I think I put in there 3/8 of an inch. I thought 1/4 of an inch was a little too thick for the witch's legs, so I just went down a hair. So I think these are 3/8, and it's 3 inches long, but it really doesn't matter the length of it. And then, la 2 of the glimmer black high heel shoes. So that is all we need for paper-wise. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is just start assembling the card, and yes, I am going to assemble the card before I stamp. The only reason why I'm going to assemble first is the candy corns at the bottom. They fit so tight and snug. I didn't want to go too high and then have the designer series paper cover it. So I went ahead and assembled everything. So now I'm going to bring in the pumpkin pie ink. And I realized this when I did a card class, that candy corn is white, yellow, and orange. So if you stamped this in the Mementos black, the center of it is black and not orange. So I decided to stamp it in pumpkin pie versus black, so then it's a true candy corn. So there's a little method behind my madness. So I'm literally just flipping these around just to get them super snug together. And I did stamp this 5 times, 2 on each side. I was talking and not explaining. So I stamped on each side first, and then I went right next to it, and then I had enough room to stamp another one in the center. So there's our candy corn, and because it's white, pumpkin pie, and white, I brought in our Dark Daffodil Delight blender pen, and I am just going to gently color the bottom of it yellow. And if usually 9 times out of 10, you should never use blender pens unless you're using Mementos ink, but you can get away with it if it's a small area and you're quick with the blender pen. Otherwise, it will bleed. So you just don't want to sit here and hold it in one spot. Just quickly color, and now you have a true candy corn. That's probably the longest thing it took to do this card, is coloring that in. Super cute and super easy so far, right? So I'm going to go ahead and bring the circle in, and I'm going to bring in my Mementos, and I'm going to stamp which way to the candy. And hopefully I can get this in the circle because I only cut one circle. Oh, that's actually not too tragic. I'm going to leave it. Now remember, I know you guys are probably already saying this in your heads or out loud. I just can't hear you. Nothing sticks to glimmer paper but mini glue dots. I found out the hard way many, many years ago that I glued everything together and then I went to put the card together and none of the adhesive stuck to the mini glue dots. So yes, there we go. Perfection. So we can go ahead and now bring our card base in. I'm going to attach this to the front of our card. Make sure it's the front and not the back. I've definitely put a couple cards together backwards more than once. There we go. So now I am just going to kind of position the witch's legs. Actually, let's get this out of the way. So I kind of just want to position the witch's legs on here, but then I want to make sure that the shoes, when I put the shoes on, that they don't hang off the top. So we're going to have to probably bring this down a little bit. And like I said, it really doesn't matter the length of your designer series paper. You just want to be able to kind of tell that it's the shoes. And I actually think that looks pretty good. So I'm going to hold these and take this off. And I'm just going to put a dabble of glue and glue these little shoes down. There we go. Just give that a quick hold. You could use a mini glue dot too so it's a little bit faster. And I'm going to come in and put a dimensional right in the center. And yes, I totally know it's on top of the legs, but now I'm going to come in and set my sentiment on, and now it's attached. So now I can flip it over and add some more dimensionals. And I want to put a couple on the shoes. You could really use our black dimensionals also if you wanted to. And these guys fit perfectly on the legs, but you just have to make sure the edges are on the edges. See how close that is? But it does fit. So everybody knows our dimensionals are 3/8 of an inch wide. There we go. That looks like it's plenty. So we're going to peel these off. Throw those away. And now we can stick our witch's legs on our card. Look how easy and cute that is. I actually saw another demonstrator do this on the purse, and she had the purse or the legs sticking out of the purse like a witch filled with candy, or the witch purse filled with candy. It was so cute, but for some reason my die was giving me problems, so I couldn't do that, but then I just improvised. I hope you guys love it. Okay, so off to our second card. I am actually not going to show you what it looks like yet. I am going to bring in this massive pack of designer series paper. You can only get this if you're a hostess, and you get 4 sheets of each of these designs, and then the other side is black and white. So let me flip it over and let me do this on this side. So one side is color, the other side is black and white. So as I was creating this card with the pumpkin pie legs, I was like, oh, I wish we had other colors in stripes. And then I got this wild idea that we might have some designer series paper that would totally work, and we do. So, does anybody know what color we're going to be doing the next witch's legs? I'm so excited. I get excited over the craziest things. Okay, so let me bring in the little strips. And are you guys ready? I'm so excited to show you. So we are going to do, this is Highland Heather, yes, but if you go kind of dark enough, it looks like Gorgeous Grape. So I am pretending that this is Gorgeous Grape. Oh, yep, you guys were right. And I'm literally going over the black as I'm coloring this as well. Just, you can kind of see, I don't know if you can see in the video, there's a little halo on the basic black portion of it. And I didn't like that halo. So I was like, you know what? It's really not going to matter coloring the whole thing. So I just colored the whole thing. And you can go over it once or twice just to make it nice, bright, and vivid. But this was so therapeutic after my day today, just to come home and color. Ugh, I love these. I am definitely making more. And if anybody wants to do the math, you get 4 sheets of this design. It's 12 by 12, and you only need 3/8 of a strip. Do you guys know where I'm going? I have no idea how many you could get out of 1 sheet of cardstock, but a lot. I don't even know if I have that many friends that I could mail a Halloween card to. Okay, so there you go. Okay, now I can bring the card in. So this is the card with the gorgeous grape. So I have our basic black. It's the same measurements, 8.5 by 5.5, and I scored it at 4 1/4. Heather, the Granny Apple Green would absolutely be gorgeous also. Oh, I should have done one of those in the green. Okay, maybe tomorrow. I have to work tomorrow, but maybe I can get it done beforehand. You could do so many colors. You could do the real red. You could do the Mary Merlot. Oh, you could do one in every one of our color families. Okay, who wants that challenge? Who wants to take up that challenge on doing one in every color? Oh, Jessica, you're right. I should have did one in pink. We're actually not doing a card in pink today. So this is the Gorgeous Grape, and it's 4 by 5 1/4, our basic white, and it's 3 3/4 by 5. And then our designer series paper, oh, it looks like I cut this one the wrong direction. That's okay, we'll still use it. 4 inches by 3.5, and then I have all of our goodies. So we're gonna bring in and stamp Which Way to the Candy. Hello, Vicki. So glad you could join. Okay, that one was actually a little bit better than the first one, but we're still gonna take the first one. Let's grab the dimensional or the mini glue dots. And everybody's probably saying that again. Nothing sticks to glimmer paper. Okay, so I just put 3 on the back. There we go. Set that aside and let's start assembling our card. And I actually, even with the candy corn on the bottom being the pumpkin pie and the daffodil delight, I actually still think it looked pretty cute with the Gorgeous Grape. But yes, I think I might need to do a polished pink or magenta madness. I could even do one in blue. Oh, I don't know if it's a boy card. I was going to say I could even give one to my grandson. I like saying that. I could give one to my grandbaby. Okay, bring in the pumpkin pie. So my first one, I'm going to stamp towards the left. I'm going to stamp towards the right. And now I'm just going to rotate my stamp and stamp in between. And then I have just enough room to do one in the center. Oh, they are so fun. So now you're just going to color the bottom. Let's see, who do you think is going to be the first person that does the whole color family? Anyone? It probably would be me. Just kidding. I wish. Maybe I'll call in sick to work tomorrow and just do each one of the color families. That's a good reason to call in sick, right? It's a beautiful day. I just want to craft. Okay, sorry, I think I see messages coming through, but I can't look and color at the same time. Oh, that's right, Jessica, you like candy corn. I am not a candy corn fan. I have no idea why, but I am not a fan of the candy corn. Okay, so let's position our witch's legs. Let's scoot that down a hair because I think it's going to be a little too long. And we're going to do a high heel. I did really think about putting a little black silver square on the high heels, like the witch's shoes, but I ran out of time. I had to get into the house and make dinner. Okay, that looks pretty good. So I'm going to push those aside and grab some adhesive. Let's put a little dabble on there. Oh, let's scoot that up a hair. And that's one. There we go. Just hold that for a quick second. While that's drying, I'll bring in a dimensional. And I'll put the dimensional so it's holding both sides of the legs. Bring in which way to the candy. And if it sticks out the bottom, it's not tragic. Let's scoot this over a hair. There we go. Because when you flip this over, you can always trim off the bottom if it's sticking out too much. And you can see those beautiful hearts now have lots of color on them. So we're going to put a couple dimensionals on the toes. And then I want one on each of the little legs. This would be a good thing to make at the retreats. Can you believe the retreat is right around the corner? Oh, it is coming way too fast. Actually, not fast enough, but way too fast as well. Okay, so now I'm just going to lay this. And you can position your legs really any way you want. That sounds really funny to say out loud. Oh, I forgot to glue it down to the card base. So let's glue this down. This would be super cute for teachers, giving them a little bit of candy with a cute little card, or decorating the purse. Let me bring in the die again. I need to order a new die. I don't know what's wrong with mine, but you can make little purses out of this and then have the feet sticking out of the purse and fill the purse with candy. Oh, can you imagine? So you can see that I actually colored this one a little bit darker than this one. But I think they're both super fun and super cute. Okay, so let me scooch it back just a hair so I can get all of 4 cards in. Let me do them this way so you can kind of get a good idea of what they look like. Okay, there are your cards. You can definitely tell that some legs are longer and shorter than others, just like us, right? Some of us have long legs, some of us have short legs. I was blessed with long legs. So that one actually probably would be more me. Anyway, there is your cards for tonight. Hopefully you enjoyed them as much as I did. Actually, as you could tell that I was really enthusiastic about these cards because they were stinking cute to make. So thank you for all the hearts. Thank you for the thumbs up. Definitely please share my video if you want. And I don't know if you guys knew, but if you missed any of my lives, instead of scrolling back through Facebook, I actually have started uploading all of them to YouTube. So I do have a YouTube channel. It's Creating with Sarah on YouTube. So if you missed any of my lives, you can always go back and look at them there as well. Okay, so if you need anything, please feel free to reach out. I'm going to be up for a couple more hours. I'm going to finish our show with my husband, and then I'm probably going to come back out here because I didn't get much crafting done today. But I did get our Facebook Live cards done, which I think are super cute. Hopefully you guys do too. Okay, so if you need anything, let me know. Don't forget, celebration ends September 30th at midnight, actually probably 11:59 Mountain Time. So if you need any last minute things from celebration, this is the time to do it. And I did put a link in the Facebook as well. Okay, we'll talk to you guys soon, and I will see everybody on Thursday. Have a great couple days. Bye-bye.